Hey everybody, Crafting Journey here. That Journey Chick on Instagram. How's everybody doing? Got a room full of people, Glitter Angels, Robert. Hey guys, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Craft with me Wednesday. It's here again. Marianne, hello. Nice to have you. Deborah's here. Diamond Queen is here. Jennifer, how are you? Glitter Angels. Crystal's in the house. She is backstage. And we may have someone else drop by. Jennifer Roberts. Hey, she says, "Oh, it's been a facepalm Wednesday, but I only had to work till 6:30 rather than 7." Yay. Okay. Well, I think some more people will be in here shortly because everybody wants to watch me crochet. Anyway, here's Crystal with the H. Crystal, I'm just met her. Because the Crystal I know didn't have an H.
And Kitty says hi.
But nice to meet you, Crystal with an H. So we may have another guest here soon.
Yay!
So what you said you wanted, you had another trial you want me to cover.
Hey, Mickey, how are you?
Oh, Mickey's here. We can start. Yay. 1313 Crochet Lane is here. Oh, gosh, the room filled up when I turned around.
Hi,
Kim
y'all.
loves your 130s diamond art. That's a mouthful. Hi, sweetie. Dawn loves diamond painting. She's here.
Hi, Danielle.
Yay. Okay, so we're crocheting tonight. I am actually working on a hat that is identical to the one I have on, except it's going to be all in this navy blue, but it's going to look exactly like this one. It's all double crochet. See, double crochet in the round.
That's what I'm doing.
Simple.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm doing the stitch I know. That's one of the two stitches I know.
Well, what stitch is that, sweetie?
I have no idea.
Well, tell me what you're doing.
I go over one in the hole and then pull it through and then wrap around and pull it through again.
Double crochet.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Well, we're going to teach you some different stitches.
There we go.
Not tonight.
That's the one Marissa taught me.
4 stitches.
This I can do a single and a half, and this one.
All right, here, I'll teach you another one. You want to learn another one real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I have more yarn here somewhere. Here's some more yarn.
Okay. Well, chain something real quick. I'll teach you another stitch real quick. Do you know how to do a half double crochet?
No.
Okay, I'm going to teach you.
I've tried, and my fingers don't like me. Okay, make my loopy.
You got a big enough hook there? Good God.
It's thicker yarn. It's the one I use for the baby blanket.
Okay.
Marissa told me I had to get a bigger one because this is a thicker thread.
It's yarn, and you wouldn't be using thread with that hook. You would be using that wouldn't qualify.
I do have a tiny itty bitty teeny weeny one that you make doilies with.
Oh yeah, no, me too. But that stays in the box.
Yeah, it was Aunt Nevy's. It was in her sewing box.
Okay. You got some chains there. Okay.
Chains.
So you yarn over like you're doing a double crochet.
Okay.
Go into the loop. I have to do it while I tell you to do it. Okay. Yarn over again, just like you're going to do a double crochet. Now you got 3 loops on the hook, right?
Yes.
And instead of yarn over, pulling through 2, like you would do on a double, you just pull it through all 3.
And which one is this?
This is the half double crochet. So that's between there's single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet. So that's the difference in size. Single crochet is the smallest stitch, then you have a half double crochet, and then you'd have a double crochet. You pull all 3. So now you know you learned something today.
I did.
And that's a pretty yarn.
This is the rest of that. It's got this much left of that first baby blanket I made,
Oh, okay.
where I used the
Yeah.
wrong needle and it made a different stitch.
Mhm.
So
Now
the second blanket I made, I used this one and it wasn't as tight and
yeah.
it was very pretty. Both of them
The,
were different.
now, if you want to do something even fancier, when you do that half double crochet, this is how I'm doing my temperature blanket. Instead of doing it through the loop, do it through the back of the loop.
Huh?
You know how there's 2 threads there? You know how you're putting it in through the loop? You yarn over.
Okay.
Instead of putting it through the loop, look at the top. You'll see two different, a front and a back.
There's that.
Yeah, there's a front and a back. Put it through the back. Yeah. Yarn over, pull it through. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So you've done a half double crochet in the back loop.
Oh, how cool.
That's another stitch too. So you learned something tonight. There you go.
I did.
All right, let me bring in a special guest. We have another guest. Look who's here.
Hi, J-Rob.
And I am putting you on the spot because we want to see that temperature blanket.
Yes.
And now what stitch are you using on yours? Oh my God, it's huge.
Yeah, so I am halfway through April. It's been a crazy temperature month.
I see that. Lots of pretty colors added in. Nice.
I'm doing a double, then a single, and it makes like that rose.
I like that.
Wait, huh?
So you do a double across one row and then you come back as a single?
No, I do like right now I'm doing a single through both loops. And then the next stitch I do a double.
Oh, cool.
And then the next stitch I do a single.
Okay. So you're just alternating every other stitch. Awesome.
Yep.
So Mickey told me that crochet is just like you have to learn those few stitches. Single, half double, double, triple, and you could do anything.
Wait.
Crystal
I
stuff.
still can't do a split stitch though. I've been trying for years.
And then just one.
Okay, what Crystal, what's confusing you?
I'm still on this. It still turns out the same way. What Jen's doing here.
You gotta do like
okay, who came in? Deanne is here. Hi, Deanne. Crashly's here. Howdy, y'all. I'm here, but working with my hands, so can't chat too much for a bit.
I love what Halloween said.
And Nareda loves your temperature blanket. So speaking of Crashly, guys, so I have to show everybody this video she sent me today. Here we go.
Stitch, where are you on top of the kitten bed? Stitch. Oh, you're an evil baby. Stitch. Don't do it, man. Oh, well. Pearl, don't learn from Stitch. Don't be mean. Pearl. Oh, gosh, you're vicious. You're attacking Runt. Poor Runt. Oh.
Isn't that cute?
Oh,
cute.
Bye, babies. Yes. I just hope the dogs don't eat them. But yeah. So, Jen, you had a rough day?
It wasn't rough. It was one of the first really nice spring days. So I think all my clients didn't want to come in. So I would prep and I would like study what we did last week. I would think about like what we're going to talk about now. And then the taxi would call and say nobody's at the door. And then the interpreter would call the client and the client would say, oh, I'm down the street at Walgreens. I'm like, we have an appointment.
Oh my God. And it just slipped their mind.
We're paying what they don't understand because everything's free to them. We pay for the taxi, we pay for the interpreter, we pay for me, we pay for the admin assistant that makes all the calls. And So it's like 2 hours of work down the drain when they don't show up. So,
Can you do a Zoom call with them then?
oh, honey, no.
No.
No, these are people that I love my clients, but they are from the jungles of the Congo and don't even know what a telephone is. So the clients I do Zoom with, it's great. But the in-person clients are the ones that don't know how to do Zoom.
Well, I tell you what, Jen, I've got a couple new clients for you. That Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started.
Her boyfriend. Oh my God. Oh, I have spent the last few hours listening to their text messages being read in court.
Oh, is that what's next?
Oh yes, I want to vomit. Yeah.
When?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were in court again. Or are you doing the old trial?
I'm doing the old trial of not her. I'm doing the trial of her boyfriend.
Oh, the idiot.
So someone hasn't been listening this week to my shows.
I've been out of town, remember?
I know. I'm forgiving you.
I will catch up.
Now, a lot of people catch up with my shows on the weekend, and that's fine. But you said you had another trial you want me to cover? Which one was that?
This Atlanta cop that started the riots here in Atlanta.
When was that?
Last year. He got his job back today. Because the Atlanta police department fired him a day after the shooting. It's the one where he got.
So what's he going on trial for if he got his job back? But he's going to work till he goes to trial?
Yep. Because they fired him without doing their without process. No internal investigation.
Process.
What's about what happened is this man was falling asleep in the Chick-fil-A drive-through. So they went and called the police. The police came, knocked on his window. The man was drunk behind the wheel. So they asked him to get out, and they told him he was under arrest. And when they went to put him in handcuffs, he started fighting with the cops, grabbed the taser and started running, turned around and fired the taser at the cop that was running at him, and the cop shot him and killed him. So the Atlanta mayor had him fired the next day and charged him with murder.
Yeah, I mean, why would you kill somebody? Is a taser's not going to kill you. That's not deadly force.
They say when a police officer uses a taser that it's a deadly weapon, but obviously it's not when a regular person uses it. But
it's not a deadly weapon when anybody uses it.
Yeah, but the thing is I'm not saying I'm for the guy. I'm just commenting that the perspective is if one of us grabs a taser and shoots it at an officer, they're incapacitated and we can grab their gun and start shooting.
That's exactly the way I
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so it's not that it's deadly to the cop as far as the taser itself.
Yeah.
And you said he was under the influence.
He was running and he turned like this over his shoulder and shot at the cop with the cop's taser, and the cop grabbed his gun and shot him. Well, the people in Atlanta, I guess the upper police officer people said, well, why didn't he just shoot him in the leg? And that's what the riots in Atlanta were about last year.
Well, S&J Creation says he got acquitted the day before yesterday. So I don't know.
No, that was the Atlanta the mayor put together a task force of citizens from all different walks of life, and the task force that or whatever it's called, they said that he was fired without going through to fire somebody was
due process. Yeah.
Something like that. Internal affairs didn't get involved or anything, but so that was wrong. So he's got his job back.
He has been charged with murder, is what you're telling me.
He has been charged with murder, and the new DA doesn't want to try the case because the former DA used that as in his campaigns. So she thinks it's a conflict of interest
Oh,
and wants the
oh
state
my.
to come in and try him.
Well, maybe they'll bring in a special prosecutor or something.
That's what she's asking for.
Yeah.
Because too many people in the DA's office were used in
Well,
the
that's what they
former.
did in the Chauvin case. They brought that my boyfriend, the guy I proposed to. Yeah.
Has he called you yet?
No, he's married. He was
Oh.
a special prosecutor. He does not work for them.
Yeah, he
So.
I like that trial that you did. And so when this guy goes to trial, I would like you to so
Well,
he got his girl
I
back to
absolutely
Friday.
will. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Chad and Lori Daybell trial. That should be
That
interesting.
one makes me ill.
Well, I do try to stay away
trials
from
where
trials that
people-
involve children, but these people are just nuts. So,
See, I like trials that are like psychologically, I don't know. I'm really enjoying this one you're doing now.
Oh, wow.
My
That
my
I've seen
opinion
every
is,
documented.
it's so real in my life right now, everything that's going on, that I can't watch the trials and stuff. So go for it, cover it, but I'll probably be picking a different thing to watch just because it's so real in my life. I
Yeah,
can't live it
I
at
have
work
watched
and at home.
every documentary on that woman, that Gypsy Rose, whatever her name is, the mother.
Yeah.
And have you seen any of them on the ID channel?
I saw the one they did on Hulu. It was pretty accurate.
Did you see the closet full of medicine?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That made me ill.
Yeah.
Hi, Tia. Hey, Robin
No wonder
Love.
her daughter
Greetings.
snapped. Hey, Tia.
Danielle in the house.
Ashley said she just read about the Lori Vallow trial and it's freaking insane. Yeah, it's going to be a good one, but that's not until later this year. Oh, S&J Creation says the upper court in Atlanta acquitted him due to no evidence because the internal affairs did not do invest.
It wasn't a court that did it. It was the board.
Okay. Well,
he's just been
if there's
he's
ever
just
a
been
trial,
reinstated.
I'll cover it.
When
Ooh, the
will go on
Epstein
trial?
one would be interesting.
Which one?
The Epstein.
Oh God, how are they going to do that with him
He's
being dead?
He's the guy that died.
He hung himself.
Yeah.
But the woman that did it all with him should probably be going on trial.
I think she was just like, uh-oh, when she got caught. They tricked her into coming back to the United States.
They did.
Yeah. Well, I think he just didn't want to. I think he was allowed to kill himself. Like they just didn't stop him because they knew some big names were going to come out of his mouth.
See, that's what I was thinking.
And they're like, okay, we're going to leave the door open. Here's the rope. Yeah. It's
I
very
think it was
suspicious.
too convenient, that one. That one's going to be a doozy there, Jen.
Yeah.
There's another one coming up. I think it was out of Boston.
Mickey's going to skip out. Well, gosh darn it. Okay.
I want to see Mickey skip.
She wants to
Mickey
skip. She's
skip.
going skipping.
We got to see her face in Zoom on Monday.
Crashley says, oh, so you want trials that are currently on trial? Both currently and if there's nothing current that I have an interest in, I'll go back and cover an old trial. So either one, but
No, them guards were involved and scared he was going to spill.
I don't think it was the guards that were scared.
I think it was the names. Well, who was involved with that? Didn't they say that Prince Edward was involved in that?
Oh yeah,
Clinton was involved.
Trump and oh yeah, please.
Trump was involved. That's right.
So apparently he did not get his Facebook back. Are you surprised? They didn't give him his account back.
Whether we agree with
It
what he
was
says or not, it is.
stunned silence there.
No,
No,
what I'm
I'm
saying
kind of
is,
scared though, because if they could overstep something like that,
my point is, if this is a free country, we are allowed to say what we want, whether we agree with it or not. And what's scary is how Facebook can just tell one person or a bunch of people, you're not allowed to say that.
Well,
But
if you
allows other
did I
people to say the
describe
same.
it today how Facebook gives up the information?
oh, I got goosebumps when you were doing that, Rebecca.
Oh my God, yeah, yeah. All
No,
they
I
have to
don't
do
like
is
the guess.
upload a search warrant, and that's all she wrote.
I
So I
don't.
should just delete my Facebook every day and then I'll be safe.
Just it's create a new account every day. Hi, Melanie. Melanie's here. Who else is
O.J.
here?
Simpson.
How about the Casey Anthony was so long ago, and that trial was just. Oh God.
There is no. I could not. That. I still
I don't know
could not
that.
watch.
I don't even know that I watch it on the Law and Crime Network. I don't even think that network existed when
It didn't.
the Casey Anthony was going on. So that's going back a little too far.
What's Casey Anthony again?
The one
Which
where
one? Very
the little
familiar.
girl was killed.
Her little girl was found dead. She disappeared. She didn't know where her daughter was. The parents didn't know where her daughter was, and she was acquitted of, She said her daughter was at some lady's, somebody Gonzalez's house who didn't even exist. Yeah.
She pulled the name out of a hat.
Yeah. That was some shady stuff, that trial. Wow.
Can you imagine?
So I have a question for you, Rebecca.
Yeah.
So remember the woman who interviewed the suspect or the defendant? She was
yeah.
Why did she kept saying, I'm going to say this PG. Why did she kept saying the V word when she would describe, she went into the bathroom to shave her. It's like, do you know what word I'm talking about?
Yes. I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
that's not even
like she was trying to bring herself down to his level or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway.
Is that the trial you're covering now?
Right now I'm covering the Blanchard trial, the boyfriend of Gypsy Rose.
And somebody keeps opening a pop can every time they start the day.
What?
Yeah, like when the first guy or the first person for the day goes up or they've taken a break, if you listen while he's getting sworn in, whoever's on the stand, you hear this
It's probably the judge.
soda bottle.
I liked when he handed them all Jolly Ranchers right before the autopsy photos. Really, guys?
Hey, Sue.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, S&J, we used to check Facebook accounts when we were hiring people at my last job just to see what kind of person they perceive themselves in public.
Let me tell you, as an attorney, one of the first things I did when I was defending a client, I would look the plaintiff up on Facebook, all the social media. I wanted to know what they were saying. If they were like, "Hey, I'm suing so and so, and I'm going to get rich," I'd be like, "Oh, well, let's show that to the jury." Yeah.
Yeah. My husband got rid of his Facebook when, like 5-10 years ago. He said he wasn't doing it.
But it's just like nothing is safe, like that one trial where they had the woman's Fitbit information. Well, she walked 600 steps during this time to this time, and 2,000 steps during when we thought she committed the murder. I'm like, are you kidding me?
They can get your Fitbit information too?
Yes, they can. Yes.
No way.
Yes, they can. Yes. Nothing is off limits. Nothing.
Well, I was watching a trial the other day. Not a trial, but a documentary the other day, and they busted the guy based on the
Hi, Cheryl.
he turned his phone off.
Hi, Sue.
And left
Hi,
it at the
Robert.
hotel, went back, drove home to kill his wife, and came back to the hotel And they got him because they pulled the computer out of the rent-a-car.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, the things they go through.
Well, the computer programs that they have now to read the cell phones and it's incredible. And I kept Cheryl says the Fitbit can be put on a pet's collar, so that cannot be proven. Yes. So the murderer in the last case put her Fitbit on her horse. She let her run around the pasture 2 or 3 times while she went and committed the murder.
That's what I should do. Put my Fitbit on the dog and let him run around outside. There is a commercial that does that. She says, I got my steps in, and she's throwing the ball to the dog.
Oh, that's great.
And the Fitbit's attached to his tail.
I got to tell you, if you put a Fitbit on Jake, the dang thing would go backwards. He's lazy. Where is he? I need to see him.
He's not in his bed.
No, he's in the other room. Yeah, he's camping out at the bedroom door for his milk bone, probably. It's getting to be that time.
Does he have a special time he gets his treat?
Yeah, what time is it? It's 6:20. Like around 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish. If I'm sitting in this craft room trying to diamond paint, forget it. He will just go nuts. He'll lose his mind if he hasn't had his milk bone yet. Oh.
Yeah. My dog can be in a dead sleep, like snoring out loud, and I just say, treat, and her head goes, boop.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's like, did I hear things? Like she's looking around.
Yeah, that's how Tootsie is. She's laying next to me in the bed. I'm watching my television show. I hear her snoring, so I'm like, great. I'm going in the kitchen for a snack. I come back, and she's like, hey, what'd you bring us?
What'd you bring us? Hey to everyone I missed in the chat.
Oh, I know we got 42 people watching. If I forgot to say hello to you, I apologize. We're crocheting tonight. Luckily, I'm doing the same stitch over and over again. It's in the round, thank God, or I wouldn't be able to concentrate. So, Halloween says I would have been imaging hard drives from C's computers and stuff like that. Damned government hiring freeze. Oh, she almost got a job, an IT job where she would do that. Oh, that would have been cool.
Hey, Erin, good to see you.
Although I think it would be boring to do that day in and day out. Really.
Oh, did I tell you Tia's coming to live with me?
Oh.
Her mom's throwing her out.
I'd say not unless she brings her mama.
Does Tia know this?
No, Tia told me that her mom said, if you don't behave, I'm going to send you to live with Crystal.
Well, Tia never behaves, so that's just a given.
I said, well,
I'd say no, not unless mama comes, because we want mama's cooking, and yeah.
It was funny when she texted me. She goes, my mama was just talking about you.
Amanda's in the house. Sue is feeling better. That's good. I'm so happy. Oh, Tia's laughing at you. I don't know if Tia wants to live at your house or not. You got tornadoes coming, going by your house.
Oh my God. One hit a mile from my house. It hit a farm. So luckily.
Was there a lot of damage the other day after, you weren't there, Jen. She was having a Zoom where she was almost under her desk, but we were just carrying on like she wasn't there, Yeah,
I did go stand in the bathroom for a minute because my phone was going off. My tablet was beeping at me, or my computer here. My radio was going off.
Yes.
But the cat was still in the window, so I figured I was safe.
And someone's like, can someone turn that TV off in the background? And Crystal's like, it's kind of important.
I need to know if I'm going to be able to host Zoom in 5 minutes.
Yeah. It was me, and I sent pictures. I posted pictures somewhere of where, because it hit down just south of downtown. and
It
destroyed
was all over the southern states
an
yesterday.
industrial park.
Yeah.
And then it went back up, came down, or somewhere over here, about a mile from here, they said, and it wrecked somebody's farm, just the trees, and shattered 2 windows in his house. And then it hit over by UGA.
Vivian's getting a special Mother's Day present. She's getting a second vaccination. How lovely.
There you go.
What are you doing for Mother's Day, Jen?
I don't know. My daughter asked me about 2 weeks ago what I wanted to do. And I was like, I don't care as long as I don't have to cook.
Oh, there you go.
So
maybe they'll just take you out for a nice dinner.
Well, my husband works, so we'll probably order takeout. But I hope it's nice.
Do they light a candle or something?
Well, my daughter has her first job now as a referee for soccer, so I have a feeling she's going to want to buy.
How did she do with what did you say, a line? I was gone when she was going to be a line. I know she was a center, and then she was going to do a different position.
Well, she's on a select team, a club team. And then above that is called Premier, which is like the elite of the elite.
Uh-huh.
And her goal is to make Premier this year or next year. And so she's been working really hard on her position. And she's actually better than the Premier goalie because her coach is the coach of both teams. And so he just keeps saying, keep doing your thing, keep doing your thing. But the goalie couldn't come because of COVID. So her coach said, hey, you can play up on this Premier team. So we were going to drive out of town and she was going to play her position, but on a different team. And it would be kind of like a mini tryout because tryouts are in June. So that she can show what she's capable of.
That'll be fun. That's when you have to drive all night, right?
It was just like an hour away. So, but that got canceled. So she was kind of bummed.
Aw.
But yeah, Memorial Day weekend, we're driving through the night because we've got a 2-day tournament and then my grandmother's 90th birthday. And my mom didn't consult us. And she's like, oh yeah, we're going to throw your grandmother's 90th birthday that Monday. And we're like, we're out of town. She's like, so?
Oh.
I'm not going to miss my.
Yeah, you can't miss that. Come on.
Well, we're going to drive through the night Sunday night so we can be there Monday.
Oh, my goodness.
And then we've got to drive through the night Monday night so we can be back in time for school and work on Tuesday.
Now, is your grandma like a healthy 90?
Oh, yeah. She's a healthy 90. She keeps saying she's going to die any day, but she's like still driving. She just retired from being the secretary at her church at 87.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
So she walks the neighborhood and she cooks and.
Does she crochet? Because that would be very.
Oh my gosh, she crochets. We have to keep her fully stocked on yarn. Like every 3 months, we buy her like $100 worth of yarn. She makes lap blankets. Like
there you go. That's what you get her for her birthday. She'll love it. I'm sure.
Yep. So she makes lap blankets for the local old people's home. I'm sorry, that's so insensitive.
No, but we know it. But the local nursing home. Okay.
Yeah. So she makes them there. But she lives in her own house. My uncle, her oldest son, lives with her, but he's more feeble than she is.
The crafty heifer's in the house. Hey, girl.
Yes, I agree with
Jen's temperature blanket. Show her your temperature blanket. Look how cool, Marissa. Look how cool that is.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Here, maybe if I do it this way. So.
No, it's wow. Look how clean your edges are. I'm impressed. Oh, wow. You should see mine. They're like lip, 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 lip. It looks like a EKG monitor. I'm gonna have to fix it.
No, I'm a perfectionist. So
oh yeah. Well, I'm learning as I go, so the beginning of this temperature blanket is kind of all over the place. And then as I go, it's getting better.
It's so hard because you keep switching the colors.
Well, I think that's what it is when you switch the colors, and it's like, 5 of this color and then 1 row of this color.
Well, this was like
Then
every other almost for April. I'm like, seriously?
Oh, yeah. I
And
see that too.
I almost wanted to cheat, but this is how much of a goody two-shoe I am. It would be 59 degrees one day, and then the next day it would be 60.
And you're like, oh, nobody will notice.
Next day it would be 58, and then it would be 60.
Oh, no.
Well, the only person that would know is you.
But that's the person that counts.
That's right. She wasn't honest.
I'd be like, there's no way it was 65 days in a row. I live in Michigan.
Halloween says hers was almost every single row for the month of April. Oh my gosh, Halloween, you need to put a picture in the group. Let me show it off. Do you have a picture? Put it in the Facebook group, Crafting Journey Facebook group.
I need to get back into crafting.
But I realized my gauging is off. I need to watch your video again, Rebecca, because I thought this was going to be 6 feet long. No, it's going to be probably like...
Oh, mine is going to be like, mine is king size, definitely. King size. But I think there's a gauge in the Facebook group if you look.
Okay.
I think. I'm not positive. Let me look at the Facebook group. Hold on. Jake is in the kitchen whining now because he heard us talking about snacks. So he's going to make sure he gets his today. Well, today was my first day back into the office.
Yes.
Where I wasn't alone. It was so cool. I got to walk in. There were other people. My friend that I used to take a walk with that had a baby, and I talk about her all the time. She was there, and I said, "Can I please hug you?" And she's like, "Yes." So,
so going back was good.
Huh?
So going back was good.
It was, well, because we're not all back at once. We're each working 3 days a week. So that means there's only 4 of us there at any one time. So Laura and I were both there. We're both working Wednesdays. So we decided on Wednesdays we're going to walk to one of the local, we walked to the Burger King, and the dining room was closed still.
And you can't walk through the drive-through.
Yeah, so then we ended up going to the McDonald's, and then which is gross. Yeah. So, and it was such a long walk. I'm like, oh, did we used to do this like every day? Really? She's like, we need to do this. Yes, you're right.
Well, I'm glad it was good for you to go back.
It was. I enjoyed.
was kind of worried about you.
I enjoyed, communicating with other humans instead of like animals all day.
Are there humans out there still?
Yeah.
Let me think.
Oh, good, Samantha. Samantha's almost caught up on her tent blanket.
Rebecca, this is actually helping me get back into my crafting because, the last month, was it 3 weeks now? This Animal Crossing is my brain.
Oh, you guys have got to cut that out. Really, it's terrible for you.
I want to land like Jennifer.
I got Shalene doing it. Shalene was in her live yesterday, and she's like, "Somebody wants me to unlock my island, and I'm in the live."
It wasn't me.
I don't know who it was, but I'm like, oh my gosh.
Jen's island is so awesome.
Whose? Oh,
Jen.
Is it?
Yes, her island.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure Crassley's is amazing. I just don't have the time. My God, I just can't work and do all this stuff that I do and listen to the trials, and I just can't. It's too much.
I haven't played for a while.
And, do you crochet when you listen to the trial?
If I'm in bed listening, I crochet. If I'm listening here on my iPad, I diamond paint. Depends on what I'm in the mood for. Depends on what Jake will let me get away with. Would you be quiet? It's in the kitchen whining.
Tell him you're live. Stop.
You got 20 minutes. Set your watch, please.
Vivian says she prefers to communicate with animals. They don't complain. And then Jake's in the background.
Oh
I
my
know.
God. Can you all
Have
hear
you
it?
not heard Kitty yet? I mean, at the
Oh, yeah.
beginning,
Wait
he
till,
was just
wait till the
screaming.
kittens get to join in the fun.
That's going to be so much fun when you get those kittens.
Oh, yeah. So what I've started to do is on the yarn thing here, I don't know if you can see one of the shelves I've put like this shelf right here. Everything's still in the plastic. So as things come in the mail that are in plastic, I'm going to replace them here. And then if it's loose, I'm going to put it in a bag somewhere or in a cupboard so the cats can't get them. So it'll still look cool with the stuff in the plastic. It'll be fine.
We won't be able to tell it's in plastic. It'll just be colorful.
Did you see my new toy?
I did. What the heck is that thing?
It's Forky.
Forky.
I'm going to put batteries in it so it'll talk.
It looks like that old Saturday Night Live Mr. Bill.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Mr. Bill was clay. Forky is
okay.
Forky is the one that the little girl in Toy Story 4 made when she was in kindergarten or something, preschool.
Okay.
And he thinks he's trash, so he keeps trying to get into the trash can.
It's very scary that you know this in such detail.
Hey, I had to watch Toy Story 4. That was the saddest one.
5 is coming out soon.
There were 4 Toy Stories?
Yeah. Are they coming out with a 5th one?
I think so.
I thought there were only 3 Toy Stories.
There's 4.
Oh. Because where did I hear this? I was watching a TV show the other day where they had to do a quiz. What was I watching? And they had to add like a number times the number of Toy Story movies, and that was a 3. What was I watching? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I thought, well, The Circle. You ever watch?
I started watching that. I'm on season 1.
Well, one of the quizzes that one of the guys they do is they have to add, how many shades of gray times the number of Toy Story movies. So that would be
50 times 4.
Then it would be minus 150 minus somebody's album. I don't know. That's what tripped me up because I had no idea who this person was and what his album was, because I don't listen to what is that stuff they listen to? Rap? 99 something or other. I don't know. It's the famous album. That Circle show is so good, and it comes on again tonight. Oh,
what is it on?
The finale's tonight.
What is it on? I've never heard of it.
On Netflix. They're in the season 2. It's really, I love reality shows. So
I'm on season 1, but I'm like binge watching it.
I just watched The Queen's Gambit.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
I was mad when it ended.
That's what I watched all day yesterday.
Harlequin said, how old is this? Because Toy Story 4 is relatively recent. Well, I would assume they just filmed it very recently, but because it's the latest season of The Circle.
Yeah, Toy Story 4 is...
And Crafty Heifer knew it was 50 Cent, 99 Problems. I don't think it was 50 Cent. It was somebody else, but it was 99 Problems. I don't know. Whatever.
99 Crows.
I don't know. But The Queen's Gambit was amazing. And everybody thinks it's like about, Queen Elizabeth, but it's about chess.
Yes. And I was like...
I never thought I would sit and watch a show about chess, but I was...
Please tell me there's going to be a second season.
No, it was like a mini series. I read that there's not going to be a second one.
Oh,
wow.
Remember back in the day when like Stephen King and they had those mini series and be over like 4 nights or something?
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like that's what these short Netflix things that are like 8 or 9 episodes.
Well, the one that I liked was the one with the girls on the island. What was that one called?
I don't remember that one.
Well, it's recent.
I need something else to watch that's a short series like that.
Crashly, I like that show too, but I don't watch it with. I'm never
Oh, The Handmaid's Tale is great.
I have never seen it.
Oh,
I don't watch it with my husband. He doesn't prefer it. And so
oh,
I don't
yeah.
have any time ever without him.
It's a very female empowered kind of a,
I mean, he doesn't care that I'm watching it. He just is just like,
It's just not for him.
no, but it's a good show. Oh my God.
I think I'm almost through season 2, but then I stopped because I don't
So
know.
what is this now? Season 3 that just came out? Handmaid's Tale? I think it's season 3. Or is it
Something
4?
like that. It's
Is it
3 or 4.
Someone told me yesterday I need to watch Downton Abbey.
You've never seen Downton Abbey?
Oh,
So good. Yeah.
Nope. And I've
Yeah.
only watched the first 2 seasons of The Crown. So
No,
I need to go back and watch
The
that.
Crown is so boring. You got to watch
it took
Downton
me a
Abbey.
while to get into The Crown. But I'm starting to get into it.
I just thought it was incredibly boring.
And our lovely friends in chat say season 4. So
Halloween calls the Handmaid's Tale female-centric horror. I would agree with that. So she said, yes,
then
it's
not
season
something I
4.
would want to watch then.
And Halloween says she can't find Downton Abbey. Where would you? It's a PBS show, but is there somewhere?
I thought it was on Netflix.
Was it on Netflix?
Netflix or Prime, one of the two.
Oh, okay.
I've seen the what do you call it, the fingernail tabby thing you were talking about?
I should probably count how many rows I've done. Do you think it's getting there? It's not done yet. Yeah, no, because it's the same hat as this, so there's a lot of rows to it. So I could just keep going and talking. But we only have 13 minutes until the Crafty Heifer goes live.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm binging what right now?
What's the matter?
She's binging. Crashly's binging something.
She's binging Handmaid's Tale.
Oh.
Well, you can't binge it because they only put out the first 3 episodes. They didn't release the whole thing yet.
She's back on season 1. She just finished season 1.
Oh, well, that's why. Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it gets really good, Crashly. Really good.
Hulu doesn't show in. I'm binging the Handmaid's.
Who is not in Canada? Really? Oh, it's on Crave up there. Oh.
What's the Mayans? Isn't that a
That sounds familiar, the Mayans. I don't know.
The group that group that said the world was going to end in 2020 or something? The calendar or something?
Crashly, I think your hopes are going to be dashed, but I will let you figure that out.
Going to turn out to be a good person. Yeah, dream on, Crashly. Poor Aunt Lydia.
Oh my gosh, like it got really disturbing with her. I was like, dang, I thought she
was one evil person.
I thought she was evil, and then she took it to the next level.
Yes, that doesn't sound like something I'd want to. I'm not into horror.
Yeah, it's all about destroying people, and she's surviving it.
Yeah, so no. I need something else.
There's not much on the way of television these last few weeks.
I need to figure out how to use my Kindle.
Why?
Well, if you turn it on.
Yeah, I was going to say,
make sure it's
hard about it.
Celine and Robin were saying that they turn their Kindle on, and they turn it on like 2 or 3 times the speed, and it reads faster, and they can get through like books faster. And I'm like, well, how do you do that?
Yeah, but there's no inflection in what they're saying, or like I could read it really fast too, but you wouldn't enjoy it.
I like books that I can just put in my hand and read.
Yeah, I don't mind Audible, but I've listened to books on Kindle, and it's not the same. It's like it's like being read by a computer.
Yeah, that's what I do. I put my Kindle through that thing over there that you can't say her name, or
Oh yes, Alexa.
does
Hey
yeah.
Alexa.
No, please don't. She's already turning blue. Thank you. She
I like to start trouble.
Bye,
she'll
good
read it
night.
over there.
Cheryl's hooked on the Mayans, but only saw a few, so have to go back and watch from the start. I don't know what that is.
Narrating is the Nevers any good?
Yeah, Narita's watching the Nevers on HBO. I don't have HBO Max. I don't have any of the HBO.
I don't have any of that either.
I could have watched the first one for free, but I'm thinking, no, why would I want to do that if you're not going to let me watch the rest? Unless I pay for it. I've got to renew my Hulu so I can watch Handmaid's Tale this weekend.
You have Verizon?
I do have Verizon, but it's my son pays for my account now.
My Verizon,
he loves his mother.
My Hulu, my Disney, and what is it? The ESPN Sport or whatever.
I've had that, but I don't watch Disney and I don't watch sports.
No, it's all Verizon pays for it. I don't pay for it anymore.
Oh, Verizon pays for all that?
Yeah, it's through my Verizon.
Well, let me
have
ask
unlimited.
my son.
When we went to unlimited data, they included all of that plus Discovery for a year.
Oh gosh, Odd is counting down the days till she gets a Switch. How many days, Odd?
Jared keeps asking me when he's getting his back. I said,
Harlequin says the Nevers is also on Crave. It's sort of Hulu, but HBO Max. I'm gonna move to Canada and get Crave.
Crave is a cereal here.
Is it?
I haven't had dinner yet. Jake, stop.
Neither has Jake with his.
He has not stopped for the last 20 minutes. People are going to think I'm abusing him.
He's a little early. You said it was like 7:30 or 8.
I think this is payback for going to work today.
Oh.
Sometimes he gets upset because Tootsie will eat his food. Or maybe he doesn't have water in the dish. I don't know what his problem is, but he's going to have to wait till after the live. He's like, Mom, stop talking to the computer. Get over here and take care of me.
Wally's standing right here because I'm talking to the computer and he wants to be part of it.
Well, usually Jake sits right here, but no, not today. Kerwin and I have been playing Fortnite on the Switch. Oh my gosh, Fortnite. I was just reading in People magazine, this poor man, his 10-year-old son was up in his room playing Fortnite, busted his monitor. I guess he lost, I don't know, busted his monitor and then hung himself.
What?
So, yeah, hung himself, 10 years old. Yeah. And the guy was like, man, yeah, it's pretty sad. I mean, he's trying to, People magazine is trying to raise awareness of, teenage suicide or children in suicide because of, of the COVID and the isolation and not being in school. And so everything is magnified for them. But this Fortnite is quite the game, apparently.
I can hear Jared upstairs pounding his feet when he gets killed or something. And he'll make noises, but he very seldom is ever,
1313 Crochet says we are so funny. Aww.
Is that Wally? Hello.
This is Wally. Have you never seen Wally?
Oh my God, he's adorable.
Hello, baby.
When he sees me talking on the computer, he thinks he has to be part of it.
Oh, hi, Wally.
He got a bath today.
Ooh.
He got a spa day. He got him nails done, and he smells pretty.
We call it doggy spa. Doggy spa night.
Aww.
He went to doggy spa today.
Yeah. It's the Switch console, I believe, Crashly. It's purple.
Wait, they're coming out with a purple one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna need
A
I need that
console?
one.
A Switch console?
Well, the Switch
Yeah.
Lite is just the unit itself, and it's
Yeah.
cheaper. And then there's like the full Switch, and the console is the cradle it sits in so
Okay.
that it charges, or so that you can see it up on your TV.
Yeah, I put mine in that little slot that it goes
And
in.
that's the console, that black
Okay.
slot
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I gotcha.
Crashly, if you get the purple one, you need to send me your second one because
Yeah, if you guys want to come over my house and play Switch, you're welcome to come over. It's Wichita. We have tornadoes just once in a while.
I would love to come visit you.
Would you?
I would.
I want to go to your retreat, but I can't. I'm so sorry I can't make it.
I need to send Jen.
How many people are going to your retreat?
35, and Tina, DP with Sparklers, just signed up. She's the last
Oh,
one.
wow.
Yeah.
Do you have still openings? Do you want to tell people about it?
No opening. She took the last spot.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Maybe next year, guys.
I like that they're around the country, so depending on where you live, you can go. But
That's the problem with me. I'd have to, get a plane ticket. The other one I can drive to, so and going to both is kind of economically not.
Oh, yeah. You know what I found out today? In case anybody still needs to buy their ticket for either retreat.
What's that?
Delta accepts Sezzle.
What?
Don't tell me that. Okay, let me know if you get an opening, Jen.
Delta takes Sezzle.
My word.
I checked today just out of whatever, and the flight was I think $4 more than it was if I bought it through Delta, and it was only $67 every 2 weeks. So with all the taxes and everything in it.
Oh, but
we're paying $67.
Yours is next month, isn't it?
We technically have a bed open because one person is staying in a hotel. But we don't have enough tables. You'd have to share a table.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. I don't need to incur any more debt in my life, even if it is Sezzle. I just found out today I have a $25 gift card for Diamond Art Club. The reward thing. I said, let me just check this thing. I'm going to check it said you have a $25 reward. I'm like, oh, what?
I had a $50 one, and I used part of it to get a Spangler today.
Well, I'm waiting to see what they come out with this weekend. I haven't been blown away lately, so
I got my Diana, so that's all I care about.
Crashly, I think she turned us down. Crashly's trying to get you to come, Rebecca. That's how much we love you.
Diamond Lady's here. Hi, Diamond Lady.
Hey, Diamond Lady.
How are you?
When I was checking,
Tina says, I about died. I'm so excited.
No way. The cruises are going to take Sezzle too.
I need to know what
when I was checking the cruise cost, they also take the same type of payment. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
I just can't. I got to be in a place where I can escape. I can't be on a boat, and I have to be somewhere where I can get away.
You can, because they have stops, and that boat is so big. Sometimes you're very rarely around anybody.
Okay, because I don't want to have to jump overboard or anything.
No, they do have stop. I mean, I got off at Halifax and I got off at St. John's, and then back, and I thought I would be seasick, and it was one of the best trips I've ever had in my life.
Look, Pippa.
Cheryl, I did not get the Alice Van Gogh because they craftably sold the almost identical painting with the same, licensed by the same artist, and that's the one I bought because I liked that one better. Nothing against Diamond Art Club, but it was the exact same artist, and it's actually a better rendering of the picture. Anyway, we got to say goodbye. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. This was great.
It's so nice. It's like having a little knitting circle, you know?
Yeah.
Crochet and chit chat.
I love
And if
it.
anybody wants to join me next month, you're welcome to.
What's next
And
week?
what next week will be coloring.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got probably have Christy on because I broke up with her last month. I didn't break up with her. I wasn't feeling well that night.
Don't start rumors, Rebecca.
That was the day that we had the raccoon incident.
Yes,
remember?
we needed the night off.
Yes, that was the raccoon day. So I owe her a guest spot. I had to cancel because of the raccoon. Okay, it's time to switch over to the crafty heifer. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.